It's true. Glen B. Yo. Yeah. Glen B. Man. What? Knowledge is a key, no doubt. See what you find when you open your mind. Quote everything that a brother tells you. I'll show you the way if you don't know where to go. Approaching you as a friend and not a foe. I'm telling you, what you find out would blow your mind out. Make a sign out of the nonsense. They process in the process of being legally blind or ignorant. Pay attention to the messages that goes on. Us the views from the 246.
This right here.
The jig is up.
That's what we're talking about.
The jig is up.
Especially
views from the 246. The jig is up. The jig is up. The jig is up.
Yo, Brother Venus Wolf in the house.
heavy mental.
Brother Venus Wolf. It's the Xavix production crew along with your boy Glenn Benjamin. We're gonna be doing a series of shows for you, the public, for your debate, for your mind, to help you open your mind to different thoughts. I guess is a good thing we're gonna be trying to do here, Wolf, at the Holder Studio. So today we were talking before we came in with the guys from Xavix Productions. Xavier, I'd like to shout out Xavier, Josh, young Eileen in the building.
Hey yo.
Yeah, yo. Right up. So guys, they were asking us to talk about spirituality, a kind of spirituality, a concept behind spirituality. And what you were talking about energy, we're talking about God, we're talking about atheists,
Right.
to be honest. That's what we started off inside talking about, atheists. What is an atheist?
As far as I heard, atheist is a person that has no belief in God or anything that is of the transcendental world.
Okay, that has no belief in God. Well, I guess it's best to have an atheist in next time we can have a conversation because we don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole because we don't know what an atheist is. I don't know what an atheist is. I have an opinion, and I can share my opinion with you if you don't mind.
Why not?
Okay, well here we go. To me, if I did not understand something or know what something is, I would tend not to believe in it or have any faith in it.
Or check.
Which
is the best thing to do with doubt.
Yes.
When in doubt, check.
And you can't find what this thing that is called God in a book or reading about it. It's an experience.
It is.
So until you have the experience, you wouldn't know what God is. Until you understand that is the experience you're having, you wouldn't know what God is. So I don't believe, in my opinion, that an atheist doesn't believe in God. I think that is maybe that the understanding of what God really is has evaded the reality of that person at the time.
Knowing that we into word slavery as well.
Words.
And word slavery.
Right.
And we go to the anatomy of slave speak. We would see that a lot of the words and the conjunctions was really for you to cast spells on yourself.
Yes, I understand.
Casting spells, because they did spelling at school.
Spelling.
Yeah.
And when you write, you write the spell.
Yeah.
When you speak it, you speak the spell or cast the spell.
He's been doing rich writing because he's been writing from left to right.
Right. The reversal of the ancient side from right to left.
Yep.
Yes, for sure.
And
Chinese, Yoruba,
well.
most Asian cultures go from right to left. But let me say this, casting spells. The situation that we faced here with a lot is people using their tongue to speak things that will bring about a negative reaction or a negative frequency, as the guys were talking about spirit or energy, because we said earlier that if you ask an atheist about if they have a spirit, you said that they might say, well, maybe no, I don't believe in spirit, I believe in energy. I'm energy.
Because it's science that they mostly cast around the base of their constructive thought.
But
which is still good.
Words again,
but the words is all we have right now.
Okay.
And words are actually conducting this reality in many ways. If we take the words off of all the things that we go in the supermarket, then you're lost. What the hell you buying? You got a county in front of you that's shiny with this in here, right here. You want a name, you want a picture, something. Because human beings are spirit. They become a species that only believe what they see. When they ask them, do you ever see your heart? You never see a heart. But you believe you got one. And what the word heart mean?
I got you.
Right? So this is the kind of thing I like to look at. I like to go to the fundamental. The word that started what it meant when it was said from the people that made it up. Right? And through the years, what etymology showed me is that words get taken from one nation to the next. Sometimes the sounding is get keep, but they change the meaning.
Right.
And this is what got we know with the Oxford, Webster, and Collins family. They got some meanings together for things, some of the words and even English words. We know English words are stolen words from most of the languages. And then we start calling one of the things that We don't understand. We even say things that way. It's a Barbadian. What the word Barbadian mean? What the word barbarians mean? We don't want to talk about the country. No, I want to hear what the word mean. And this is where human beings lost. A lot of things that don't truly exist, I find we go along with like 5, 6s, and 7s. They don't grow anywhere. It's described from a human hand, but you believe it got value. You write them off the dollar bill, and then they kind of value.
It's paper now.
Yeah, and it goes on and on where these things like even Monday and Tuesday. I mean, we got our perspective of human beings. But Monday and Tuesday don't really exist either. If you look outside, how you know it's Monday? You gotta look on an almanac. You get where I'm from?
Yeah.
So then it's not out there. 5s and 6s don't grow out there either. It's not squares, but the things that have been made up by the colonial masses, I find we see more important. All the illusions.
But let me say this. Is that not because in order to control the mind,
right,
you have to control the perception the mind perceives? For instance, there was these guys talking a couple of days ago about flat earth theory. And some people were saying, some of the guys in the reasoning were saying it's impossible, the earth is round.
But then you can't prove it's round.
But they need to, well, again, people have been proving that it's been flat, and some people, so they've been saying bring the proof. So that's another thing we're going to talk about in the future. Is the earth really concave or flat with a continuous plane of existence, or is it in fact a ball, you know what I mean?
That's a good topic.
A ball. And because we're saying if I can contain your mind into believing that you lived on a ball, and then give you a ball in your hand and say, well, hold this ball in your hand. No, people live on the top of this ball, people live on the side of this ball, people live on the bottom of this ball. How is that the people on the ball, they're not going to fall off? And people normally say what?
I mean, there's something called gravity.
Gravity.
So then this law of physics and science seem to be a little offset with the ball.
Yeah, because something's wrong now. Because if the ball's upside down, the people under the bottom appear to be upright to themselves.
Right.
So is gravity a mind trick?
And then you got to look at the sun. So then is it the sun rotating around Earth or Earth rotating around the sun?
There's so much things, but if this, we're going to get into this topic. I know the guy is probably asking about this topic. It's an interesting topic, the flat Earth topic. We're going to get into that on the next show probably.
Yeah.
I got one of my boys, Justin. Justin is a wizard on the flat Earth theory. He's been doing a lot of studying on it.
Geographics.
Yes, and the theories and the different tests that have been done to determine that the Earth is in fact a plane, one plane. It doesn't have the ball effect.
Because when you're playing,
it
looks flat the same way. It was high as clouds. You still see that straight line like if you are on a hill looking at the sea.
It doesn't give away.
It don't give away.
Okay, well, we get into that. Let's not go too far down that rabbit hole. Let's get back to the point of the people believing in this God theory.
Yeah.
People say God is a theory. Some people believe, some people don't believe. But for me, experiencing God is what gives you the reality of it. You can spend years. Well, I can speak for myself. I spent years studying, years and years studying and ingesting all kinds of information from all parts of the planet and beyond. And what it was just like a kid stuffing his mouth with candy. Lots and lots of candy. And at the end of the day, it made me sick because unless I experience each piece of candy at a time, I have not really experienced candy. So for me, my experience was to slow down right now and really experience this frequency that is called God so I can have a real understanding of if it's real. You see, the problem is that people start the book from chapter 3. They don't read the preface. They don't really get to understand the author. So we need to rewind and remember it's an experience that teaches. It's the experience that teaches and not what you see that teaches or what you believe to be in front of you that teaches, because that's the problem right now. And I was talking to a friend of mine, a pastor friend of mine yesterday in the supermarket, and I was telling him, I think that the message is not going across to the people to open them up enough to the divine that's within them, or the understanding that it's by doing that brings about the transformation of mind, body, and soul. Doing and following principles. You see, when we divert from principles or law, or Lord, or Allah, or Allah, however you want the words again, once you do that, what you ended up with is people making up their own way. What did Aleister Crowley say? Do as thou wilt. What did Jay-Z say? Do as thou wilt. Where did he get these from? Aleister Crowley. What was Aleister Crowley teaching us about? Going to the other side.
Right.
What is there another side? Is there really a dark side and a light side? Are they separate, or are they two poles of the same thing?
I would say two poles of the same thing, a great variation that you must look at it omnilateral. It then becomes like how you got east, west, north, and south. And then you got southeast and southwest, right? You got these other pinnacles and
all directions at the end of the day.
Makes it a lot more, how to put it, clearer to the person that wants to know. Because a lot of people don't want to know, because then they would do. A lot of people want to know from the theoretical side.
Yeah.
They read the talk about giants. But then when it comes to doing some of the simplest practical things, they can't do for themselves.
Because we're not taught to do, we're taught to go to school,
right.
and what the teacher tells you, and you can regurgitate it, you were bright. The kid that does not take it like that, wants to experience it to know it, is called the fool. He's the one that's not. He's not smart, but he feels to learn. Another guy can regurgitate. The system is set in a way that once you can regurgitate well,
you'll be certified with a piece of paper.
You're bright.
Yeah, you know.
Once you can regurgitate well, but if the one that really internalizes and feels and knows might not necessarily be respected or regarded as the one with the knowledge, because that's the way it's set up.
It's something called control, and this thing was happening long before human beings. Where I think that this planet we on is a female planet. It is a female planet, but it's about possessiveness and variety, unity.
So when you say female planet, could you?
The difference between a female and a woman. I guess people should know that. Female is what breeds. What brings about.
Okay. So you're saying a female is different from a woman?
Yeah, because you can't get a woman dog. You can get a female dog. It'd be incorrect grammar. It'd be incorrect because it fits only humanoid. Only humanoid these words.
But can you have a woman human?
Yes, because then the word woman goes with the state of mind of you having knowledge, tolerance, material accumulation.
But what about a womb on a man? A womb man.
Yeah, a womb man.
And then there's a man.
You're right.
I heard a very interesting description of a manifestation, manifestation, and a womb manifestation.
Yeah.
The womb manifestation being the one that brought forth the manifestation.
Right.
So it's like manifestation for short is man.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's how I found it interesting the way that was brought across, where there's a womb man, and the womb man is the gateway for all mankind. Therefore, if Mother Earth is the womb man, or the womb earth, worth, you understand? Yeah. Worth. Therefore, that's where the life comes forth from, the womb, or the earth.
Because also add the statement that was said that the ultimate man is a woman.
Womb man brings forth the man. The gateway to life is the womb man. Most young girls out there today, if they were to really sit and think about the significance of being a womb man to humanity, or let's change the word humanity to beings of light. Because I saw in the law dictionary, human means a monster. The word human, legally speaking, can mean a monster. I think it was Black's Law, one of these many editions. The legal definition for the word human, I guess the guys at home listening could go check it out and see what it says when you go before the courts and say, I'm a human being. And then ask, what jurisdiction does a monster fall under? What's the repercussions for being a monster? You know what I mean? In the court of law. But anyhow, that's another another topic in another show down the road. Yes, well, right, yeah, back to what we're talking about.
The belief of spirit.
We get back to spirit again. So we got a lot of people, I came up in Islamic house. My grandfather was Muslim, and my grandmother was Seventh-day Adventist.
Right.
So I got a different, two separate dynamics. So for me, what it gave me, the realization that they were both speaking about the same thing from different perspectives. So we see a lot of religious people out there now talking the same thing from different perspectives, but think that they're talking about something totally separate.
And actually saying that they're better than the rest.
This is better than that.
And
this is better than that. That's the problem. So what I want to say to the young guys, the Xavix crew inside, these guys are the young, and we're gonna probably do a show with the Xavix production team to see what is going on in the minds of our youth.
You guys that reaching the third stage in life.
At this point, like I was telling you before, back in the day, remember when we used to listen to music with a record? You used to have a needle. The needle was a diamond. You used to get diamond needle, Rotel needle and stuff. And we used to be listening to the quality of the record based on sometimes the quality of the needle that's playing the record.
You don't get all these.
You understand?
You get it something smooth.
And then what they did, and it had ambience. The music was ambient. Then they went digital with it.
Yeah.
Took away the frequency of vibes from the music.
Yeah.
And then I was telling them, I saw how humanity, people transform to less frequency or less vibe based on the sound that they were receiving in their ears. You see what I'm saying? So as they changed the frequency of music, you change the behavior of the people. You understand? So I was telling them it's good to be into music and understand how frequency is so valid.
Because they do it with soap operas, they lower the megahertz in the soap operas to create compassionate feelings and curiosity. Down to about 500 gravity. Yeah. And you want to see the next chapter.
Those were the days of our lives.
Of their lives. Of their lives.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But
this,
go ahead.
This control, thought, and belief of God, when you go back, though, I think that through the manipulation of one species trying to control the other, a lot of these things have not only manifested but prepped and paid for. Like, when you look at the art of slavery, it's not just a black and white thing. It was around for a long time. But what's the art of slavery with the black man that people don't understand was the cross-breeding. This is where the essence of what Willie Lynch said makes the most sense. The fear, distrust, and envy, yeah, that's still on. But the cross-breeding works like, if you take a pit bull and a poodle and they put it together to breed, what kind of breed do we get? A dog that could defend itself and still like the pettiness and being in the house, right? And it goes on and on. So what it did, you take a ass backward slave, that submissive, that would tell the master everything because he's scared, he's on the fear, distrust, and envy. And then you look for a female that is submissive and scared and obeying master rule. And you put them to breed because we want that state of mind, that genes. And then as the kids grow from them, they take these kind of kids, the ass backward kids that is only productive for the master but not for self. And we still seeing it all now. You take an average black man, a Barbadian, you give him vacation, he lay down long, and he don't do nothing around the house. He wash his clothes on Saturday like if he going to work still. But when time for the work, he's up and he's early, man, he's early. And this was proud and paid for through the female. Breaking the female was the real order because as long as she born this child with this fear, distrust, and envy, she's gonna protect it and she's gonna deliver it to the master at age 16. This was all in the program that he would be willingly and fit to work. This is like taking away the mind and leaving the body just as he's giving you a tool. That's what you want. And it's on, and it's still on. So with putting the female to raise the boy into being a man would never work because she's only a female, she's not a woman. She's been broken. And this has happened for a long time. You look at
okay, but let me clarify this because I know you can get some lashes out for some of these things. You're not really lashes gonna come because again, a woman is divine.
Right.
Whether we call her female or not, it doesn't make her male, woman or male.
State of mind.
So you're saying that a female? You're saying a female is a woman with a lower state of mind.
Right, that don't have a respect for themselves.
Okay, so
right?
you're redefining female. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Right, I define female.
So folks at home, he's not saying a female is a Dumbo. That's not what he's saying. He's giving the female right now, just for this conversation's sake, he's saying that's what female is for this conversation at home, right? And then before that, I don't think that we had dumb slaves. I think we had kings and queens that were brought over here and put under stress and torment. And in order to survive so that we can be here today, some of them went along with the system. Because if they had fought, none of us would probably be here today.
Not only that, as I said, it was around before they even took black people. So this was a concept that was even in the same people's head. Remember, this is slave making slave out of slave. That's all it is. You come with all the shackles and chains, but you know about it. You had to be part. I can't teach you to do a cake if I can't do it. So I can't make you a slave if I don't know about slavery. But this is high levels of slavery. It's glamorized, texturized, and it's also sophisticated. You know, everything's still here the same way, but polished. You don't get brand in your back anymore. You wear the suit or Massey or whatever. You got on the brand on a shirt. You're owned by this person for these hours. You have no more rights. You on the rule. You can't make your own decisions. So at that time you are a boy. You got only boys as far as rules. A man makes his own decision. But when you go to work for those hours, you are on the rule. And you in a hurry to be on the rule because, why? Because you think that piece of paper with dead man face and numbers wrong it really, really got value because the game is in front of you with these clowns. And that's the madness. The clown playing the same game but he laughing at you. You can afford to.
The thing is, you gotta look at, most people are unaware that when they go to work, they're actually selling their energy.
Right.
For a time.
I'll wait until Friday.
But that's
the end of the month.
Yeah, but we have to give them an alternative. Remember, people need an alternative. Because if you don't give me the alternative, if you put me in a ball and that's all I know,
right.
That's why they put you on a ball, call it the earth.
Right.
Because you just run around like a hamster in a ball.
Right.
But if they told you live in a continuous infinite plane, you would seek greater and greater and greater things. So the psychological effect of telling you that you live on a ball, it's all about the mind.
It goes back to that same control.
The mind. Yeah. So that's my theory, by the way. That's just my theory. If I am wrong, please correct me. Anyone that knows better or can see a better way, please show me. Because we're seeking knowledge. We seek knowledge on this program. We try to seek knowledge. We want to involve people. We want those listening to give us a call. We're going to set up a Facebook page, a YouTube page. You can comment. You can tell us what you think. And maybe like you to come in. Sometimes if you think, you come in and you can speak to us and tell us how you feel about what we're saying. We want to make a real touchy topic show here today. You know, a show that we can talk about things that people are mostly afraid, I guess, or unsure of how to speak about it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we want to bring that across to the public also, and we'll be continuing this on a regular basis. So, Brother Venus Wolf, how's the music program with you?
That is a story within a story, but trying to get myself back on track to get this 4th album out, and I need to do the 3rd album. Seriously do some interviews with the radio station to get the 3rd album, because when they did brought it in 2011, man, they was crap over and they had no time. And it shake me out. I went back to England and do more music. And then they come back here, then they hear what was kicking out. It's like, I don't even feel jumping this sardine pan at all. Right now, I'm still willing to do some music. I like to get a band together. I really need to get a band together because of the barbers need. You know, the bands that we got like jukeboxes, playing people music over and over. So I want to bring a band that what we will do is that we will have the faith that what we bring originally you're going to love on the spot.
I got you, bro.
People scared to prove that they're good.
We'll be looking up for Brother Wolf and the band. Well, guys, you know, we either call it a night, we call it a day, yeah. We can call it whatever.
But what
it is. Yeah. Some people it's night, some people it's day, some people it's morning. So whatever it is, it is. We want you guys to remember, this is the show. You can check it out. I'm your host, Glenn Benjamin on the one. Right here at Holder Studio with the boys, the Xavix production team, in-house, trapping us as we speak. I'm here with Brother Venus Wolf. Give thanks and praise, bro, having you in-house with us to have a discussion. We're hearing a lot more from Venus Wolf as we go along, for sure. So give us a call, give us some topics, send us some topics in the mail, give your email address. You can email us at action246.com@gmail.com with your views. I'll say it again, action246.com@gmail.com. You can give us your views on the action spot here at Holder's House Studios. We'll be talking about whatever you choose to talk about. You just tell us and we'll talk about it.
Without argument.
Without argument or debate. Or oppose. You can oppose. We don't mind the opposition. Because that means that it's interesting. You know, we want you to be interested. So guys, give thanks, love, peace, and blessings. I love you. And we're out.
Yeah. Bless.
This is a Xavix production. Stay tuned for more.
Especially
open your eyes and realize that the truth ain't been in disguise. That you understand the truth that we seek. We been trying to prove it to you and me. Take a look at what we idea. Yo, Xavix production, you see. Glenn B. Yeah. Stay tuned for more.